What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Watch this episode all the way to the end because I don't want you guys missing out what I have in store for you today. So, as we know, the Colorado Buffaloes they bring in another guy onto the staff, and this right here is legendary. This is one of one. We're talking about Marshall Faulk, running back for who also played with the Indianapolis Colts and St. Louis Rams. Played 12 years in the NFL, 7 years with the Rams, 5 years with the Colts. And let's not forget when he was with the Rams. We're talking about the greatest show on turf, one-time Super Bowl champ, 7-time Pro Bowl Hall of Famer, 3-time All-Pro, 2000 AP MVP, 3-time AP Offensive Player of the Year, 2-time Sporting News Player of the Year. I can go on and on about his accolades, but we know who Marshall Faulk is. We know who he is. I mean, come on. I'm happy about this because I mean, honestly, can you imagine like Colorado? Look at the things that Colorado has done since Coach Prime has gotten here. It's like this. Coach Prime comes in. We know his history. He can change. He can make changes. He changed that whole staff, and now it was the offensive line couldn't block for the quarterback. They got that done. The defense was the defense was great. They got the receivers, but the one missing piece that they needed was the run game because they didn't have. They needed. This is exactly what they needed. Marshall Faulk. We're talking about one of the greatest running backs in history. I mean, looking at what his body of work and what he's been able to do, he's going to be able to teach these running backs how what teach give them the wisdom, give them the insight on what he knows about the game, giving these guys advantages so when they're on the field, this is what you can look for. And a lot of times you can look for the either the safety, like you said, the safeties, or you can look for the linebackers for run support because they're always looking that you always can tell where their eyes are going. You always can tell where their focus is, their body language, everything. So he's gonna I mean, looking at Colorado's running backs, Dalen Hayden, 64 carries, 196 yards, one touchdown. Michael Welch, 43 carries, 186 yards, four touchdowns. Charlie Offrendale, 26 carries, 119 yards, one touchdown. Isaiah Augustive, 85 carries, 384 yards, and four touchdowns. And last year with Colorado's run game, they had 341 carries, 847 yards, and 15 touchdowns with 65.2 rushing yards per game. So, like I said, we're talking about Marshall Faulk here. Played college ball at San Diego State. You know what I'm saying? So he knows how to get these guys going. He knows the running back position very well, and he's excelled at a higher level. So imagine what he can do with these guys as the running backs that I have named in here: Michael Welch, Isaiah Augusta, Hayden, or even the freshman running backs that they got. Because Colorado is stacked with running backs. They're stacked with quarterbacks. They're stacked at every position. So there's no like, oh, we need to go out and get some more. Like, no, they are ready. So the thing I love about Marshall Faulk is he's very elusive. He knows how to get in tight spaces, or even if he has to cut to the outside. And if you notice when he was with the St. Louis Rams, they always did plays where they were always moving so much that you couldn't even figure out as a defensive player, you couldn't even figure out what the offense was doing. You're thinking like, oh, they're in this formation, so you stand in this certain spot, and then before you know it, it's already late because he's already down the field and he's already getting big yards. So it's like he can teach these running backs to take he can teach the running backs that, hey, I can show you how to move around, switch up the formation, and also take the attention off of me. So when you least expect it, I'm already got the ball in my hand and I'm running down the field. So with that in mind, I mean, credit to Colorado because they're not playing around. Their run game, as we know, was the issue. It's always been an issue. They haven't really been, you know, they got the right coach for the job, and this is just amazing. I mean, you got Hall of Famers. Are you like we got NFL Hall of Famers in college ball, man? I mean, like looking at it, Dion, then Warren Sapp, now Marshall Faulk, and in my other episodes I talked about Michael Vick with Norfolk State and Deshaun Jackson. We got NFL players who are, doing their thing. They're actually stepping out and they're teaching a lot of these young cats how to play football, how to, with Colorado, it's really going to help because they're not only conducting them as players, but also helping them off the field, in the locker room. Could you imagine how that running back them watching film with Marshall Faulk and he's able to point out things like, look, hey, look at this. You see when this linebacker or safety comes down here, he's gonna think bait him into going to the outside and you just cut in. So just giving y'all insight, but I'm happy for Marshall Faulk being taking on his journey, being with Colorado, and I wish him all the best. But anyways, that is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.